We're talking about equality. We're talking about fair share. Like, there's a reason why we don't have access to affordable health care and education, but we always got money for war. We always got money to build new weapons. There is just, dehumanizing, dismissing.
Same thing on the billionaires. Y'all dehumanizing. Name a billionaire that hasn't made your life easier. Windows helps me out. Apple's helped me out. Tesla's helped me out. Okay, Amazon helped me out. Oracle's helped me out.
This sort of video is presented. Oh,
sorry.
Yo, you got a beeper?
Yeah, old school, baby.
Oh man, yo, you gotta hit up a page for me, right?
Just got the page.
You got something good?
The 143. Got that 143. That's old school, baby.
All right.
And we are back. It's man versus wild. Politics, you know how it is. You know what I'm saying? Where we come together to kill the echo and see what's what and who's who and perfect this union and all that and tell the other side that they're wrong. But use facts and statistics and things of that nature. You heard me? You heard. You've been heard. So, our boy Biden, because he's our president, right? Our boy Biden, it has started. The honeymoon didn't take that long, huh? The honeymoon is how they say over, okay? So now here comes the hate. Here comes the fire. Here comes your boy. They're coming at your boy now. So what are they coming at him as? With everything they can throw at him. And here's your first one. Here's the first one. It's going down, baby. So, with that, your boy, our president, right? Sleepy Joe Biden. You know what I'm saying? They told you. What is he going to be able to do? Sounds like he's killing jobs. But as usual, we let the slothy guy go first, yo. So tell me why that advertisement was wrong.
Well, let me start at this. Before I say whether it's right or wrong, there was not one source to back any of those statements up. Not one source. Not one source. In fact, if you look at the wording on it, it says it could result in this.
Well,
it
things could. Right. Yes.
Right. I could fall over right now, right? You could fall over right now. We possibly might argue about this. We might possibly agree. Look, you gotta learn how propaganda rolls, man. There was not one source back up, not one fact. That's number one. Number two, yes, let's go with the one where the $15 minimum wage could cost 1.4 million jobs, right?
Right.
You notice that same report, they did not say that raising the $15 minimum wage, the same exact report would also lift 900,000 people out of poverty.
Right.
So,
but kill jobs.
Let's assume that it costs 1.4 million jobs. Let's just assume that's true. Well, then isn't it then safe to assume that we also lift 900,000 people out of poverty then?
Right. Okay. Right. If we're gonna use one goose for gander. Right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Got you.
Well, and that's the thing is, if you look up, there's a Washington Post article. Now, whether you respect the Washington Post article or not, you can probably read it and decide for yourself without killing a messenger. But it's called "No, a $15 minimum wage won't cost 1.4 million jobs." This is from the Washington Post. From, let's see, what's the date on it?
But they'll quote the other one. But it will save 900,000 people out of poverty. Watch.
This is February 24th, right? It's a recent article. No, I'm just saying to balance it out.
The dates.
Let's say that it does impact jobs, right? Take, for instance, like that Keystone project. It says that project would have employed, I think, 11,000 people, I believe it said, right?
Right, it'd have been a lot of people, right?
But the other thing is, if you look at that project, how long is that project? How long does it actually employ 11,000 people? And does the environmental impact and the impact of the people that live on that land, is that which is more important to people? The environmental impact of the people that live there, or these 11,000 people getting temporary jobs?
You're right.
It's just something to look at. And the alternative is, if we don't raise the minimum wage to a living wage, a fair wage, what's the alternative?
So you're saying this isn't true. You're telling me this isn't true.
What I'm saying is, yes, the building of the Keystone XL pipeline would have employed, I'm not sure if that's the correct number or not, but yes, it would have employed people. Absolutely. How long would those jobs have existed? That's something that you would need to dig deeper. Because how long does that project actually last? And the other side of it is,
seems to have been lasting forever, because we've been talking about that since, good God. Was that Bush too talking about that?
Is that pipeline necessary? And you look at the land that it covers, the native land. You look at the people that would be impacted by that. Not only their lives, but also the environment too. So, I mean, I'm not down with oil
Definitely
spills.
The environment. I'm not down with oil spills either. But however, okay, think about it this way. If we're going to have an oil spill, all right, oil spilled. We just know that. You know what I'm saying? It's a given. Like cars. You can't stop cars because there's going to be car accidents. All right, fine. So if the oil spills, I would honestly rather it spill on the ground where you can, you can quarantine. Hey, you can get to the spill. Remember this?
The ominous internet posting from someone who appears to be an oil industry expert, claiming that the well structure beneath the seabed is now failing, which would mean the gusher might be unstoppable. This morning, an undersea robot bumped into the containment cap system, closing one of the vents. Gas rose through that vent.
It took how many days for them to get this? How many weeks? We just every day we come in. Here you go. Another day, another week, another day, another week, another day, another week. Even your peoples.
BP, of course, caused the largest accidental oil spill in world history. Admitted in court that while they were saying publicly, and saying to Congress even, that their gushing well in the Gulf of Mexico was only leaking 5,000 barrels a day, that was it. It's more like 60,000 barrels, or maybe even 140,000 barrels a day. But publicly, they kept assuring everybody that really it was no big deal. It was only 5.
Why? Why did it take so long to get to it? Because it was like 50,000 leagues under the sea. That's why. It was like 5 miles underwater, which is that's a horse of a different color. Absolutely. You feel what I'm saying? So if you're going to have a spill, if we're going to deal with oil, unless you're like, we're not going to deal with oil tomorrow. All right, fine. We're not going to deal with oil tomorrow. We don't need an oil pipeline. If we're going to deal with oil, and we're going to be using oil, let's use oil the safest possible way. So what's the easier way to, safer way to get it? Through a pipeline or through the water?
Yeah, sure. And I mean, if I was to go on a plane, I don't think it needs to be thousands of feet in the air either, right? I would just like it to skim right across the ground, right? Because that would be safer, right? Look, we all have our ways of wanting to be, cool. You want the oil to spill on the ground as opposed to water. Okay, cool. The oil's still spilling, right?
It's going to spill. I mean, if we're not, it's going to spill. But if we're not going to use oil, if we go with AOCs, no oil for anybody, fine bet, then no pipeline, no nothing. But if we're going to be getting oil from somewhere and it's going to spill, I would rather it spill on the ground where it spilled for maybe a couple hours, maybe a day or two, a week, as opposed to this is day 68 of 5,000 gallons of oil chugging into the water.
I'm just saying that, if you look at the people that made that video and what their intention is, it's it's a bunch of one-liners. There's no source behind it. You know, it cites a study, but it doesn't even cite the benefits of raising the minimum wage. It's obvious that but
hold on. Wait, I'm gonna show you the spots. They actually do have, Alfredo Ortiz.
That's a quote at the end.
That's Alfredo Ortiz said, and he's the president of the Job Creators Network. That's the president.
Yo, I'm the president of the Sloth Association. I mean, who is this
Whoa,
guy?
well, that means something. That means something. Especially if it's something I've never heard of, like the Job Creators Network. That definitely sounds like something you went into like a somebody's sweet bee. You know what I'm saying? There's how you say the hierarchy set up kind of triangular a little bit.
I'll tell you
Look at Job
what
Creators
it is.
Network.
It took me 10 seconds to look up. The Job Creators Network is a conservative U.S. advocacy group. There you go. They're not neutral.
Conservative could mean Coca-Cola over Pepsi. Nowadays.
We know what conservative means. It took
I'm
me
trying
10
now.
seconds.
You might have got me on this one, y'all.
I think you got yourself on that one, man.
So, you feel that the pain that we're gonna go through, all right, is gonna be the gain. I mean, it's gonna be pain. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be worth the gain that we get, because I've heard a lot of people talk about this, and they say, hey, you know, I love how they talk about subsidies and tax breaks like that's not our money. You know, that's gonna make the deficit go higher. There's gonna be a point where the world's gonna be like, bruh, U.S., you're gonna have to pay some of this back. I mean, it's like at 80 trillion now, like, and you still keep running.
Who's gonna make the U.S. pay it back?
Wow, that's imperialist. That's mean.
No,
Hold on. You got on my man about whole countries, and then you're gonna sit there and be like, who gonna make us pay it back?
No, I didn't say it like that. I'm just asking you.
Well, maybe he didn't say it. He might have been like, hey, what's up with these whole countries? You know what I mean? He didn't have to say it like with fervor. You know what I'm saying? You know, but it was just heard.
So you're saying, is the pain worth it? That's what you're asking?
Yeah, is the pain worth it? The attrition that's going to happen. These tax breaks, this balloon most likely. So if we do how some have said, and we give somebody tax breaks because, you know, they can't afford the $15 an hour minimum wage for everybody. What am I charging? Why am I paying somebody $15 an hour in West Virginia? But anywho, you know, so, you know, the flip burgers. So, you know, in all these places, boom, they're going to get tax breaks and stuff. Do you think that it's worth it? Why can't we? What's so wrong with having like a zero minimum wage?
Look, I can entertain what you're putting out there, but I'm going to push that aside for a second. And the real question is, how come the wealthiest aren't paying their fair share of taxes? That's the real question. Why are these... You know what I'm talking about, man. You know what I'm talking about. Why are the wealthiest not paying their fair share of taxes? That's all it comes down to. So you can aim at fast food workers, and you can talk about people that live next to you, around the corner from you, right? As if they're the problem. The real problem are the people you're never going to shake hands with. You're never going to be in the same room with. They're the problem.
Right.
We're going to fight each other down here, right? Mm-hmm. When the people pulling the strings, they don't care about you, man. They don't care about me. They don't care about Republicans and Democrats. They care about that green, and that's all it comes down to. So I mean, and that's the thing. While we're focused on maybe people coming over the border illegally, or whether we're focused on a hamburger flipper wanting to make 15, or whether we're focused on Mr. or Mrs. Potato Head or Dr. Seuss or so on and so on. There's all these topics, right? Who knows what the next topic is going to be next week, right? Right. But at the same time, we're talking about equality. We're talking about fair share. Like, there's a reason why we don't have access to affordable health care and education, but we always got money for war. We always got money to build new weapons. So I don't want to go off and, I'm not trying to go off in all kinds of directions. I'm just saying, why is this conversation always about people like us and not about those that are actually in power. They're the ones who have to be dismantled.
Okay, well, we could actually get to some of that. It's funny how you bring that into that, because that minimum wage can hurt a person keep a person from getting to that next level. So you say, all right, I'm gonna start this business, and I got a decent business, but and I could really bump it out if I can get 4 people. But man, that's $60 an hour right there. I can't afford $60 an hour right now, minimum. You feel me? Because that's 4 people, 15, $60 an hour from the rip. Now that's a lot of money. You feel me? So like, okay, so how do I balance that? I can't. You know who can do that? The big corporation. He got the money. The big corporation, he can do it. I can't do that. I want to hire someone. I can't hire that person. Why? Because I can't afford it. I just can't afford it.
And that's the thing is I think we're past that point where it's like, you know, we've allowed places like Walmart, right? We've allowed places like Walmart to take over every town. You know, they're a major employer in this country. And we're past the point.
We say that, but you say that, but there's nothing
like the small businesses like you're talking about cannot compete with a Walmart and an Amazon.
That's not true, because if that was the case, there would be no mothers and you know, mom and pop stores.
Mom and pop shop,
right?
Which
they less and less.
Less than 5 years. They don't last long. Most of them.
Less and less. However, that is not the corporation's fault so much as the people's fault. Okay? Because I want to get as much bang for my dollar for a buck. I'm going to go past this place, that place, and the other place so I can go to the dollar store to get, like, why would I pay $7 for that when I get it for a buck? Why would I pay $20 for that when I can get it for a buck? You know, in the dollar stores, they have some stuff you're like, really? You can get that for $1? You trust that? Like a birth, like a HIV test, $1? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
And that's the thing is, like, okay, so like back in the day, right? Say if you had like a VCR or a TV, right? I'm talking 30, 40 years ago, right? You know, if your TV broke, you took it to a TV repair shop, right? Your VCR broke, you took it to a TV. You got it fixed. You got your radio fixed. You know, you got your shoes fixed. You know, we just didn't dispose of items.
Because
like
things were more expensive. It was more expensive.
TV breaks, you just buy a new one because it's cheap.
Because it's cheap,
right?
Exactly. And the reason we're not getting any of that money is because it's not cheap to build anything in America. It is expensive to build stuff in America. Why? Minimum wage. Okay, and it's and now I maybe I'm wrong. However, you know, okay. So we have the people in South Carolina, right? I'm just using South Carolina, Mississippi. You know what I'm saying? Oklahoma. Anyway, all right. So we'll just say because South Carolina. All right. So you're a 5-bedroom, 3-bath, $4 million in South Carolina. It really ain't gonna go like you think it's gonna go. However, you can get that off in New York all day. Okay. Now, if the people got paid in New York, what they got paid in South Carolina, they would be homeless. No, the price of that would drop. It would have to drop because the market says what people are going to pay for. Remember, there was a time where the dollar store went away. The dollar menu went away. Nothing was $1 anywhere. Now everybody brought it back a little bit. You know, you got to get the 4 for $4 or whatever, but it's still the dollar menu. Why? Because the market said it. People aren't buying as much food as we thought. We thought they would pay more for the sandwiches. We thought maybe we'd come out with some designer sandwiches. Nope. They want their $1 chicken sandwich. They want their $1 sandwich. So we come up with something maybe $1.29, meet them halfway, something like that. But as far as that $9 sandwich that they were trying to get off, no. The $7, no, it's not happening because the market, because that person is not going there to eat. If they're going to spend $12 for a sandwich, they're not going to a fast food restaurant, most likely. So that the market wasn't it. So sitting here, okay. And then the funny thing is, opening up some things in the middle will open up some things at the bottom because now there's so much opportunity to move up. Now you have to pay more for the crappy jobs. So that'll actually help out.
But at the end of the day, when we talk about addressing the needs of people, we need to talk about how come the lower and middle class are becoming more and more distant from the upper class? Like that class.
Because they're whining and binge watching TV. That's why.
What?
They're binge watching television and they're whining babies.
It's math. It's exploitation. It's cheap labor. There are so many things tied into it. And look, admittedly, I don't know all the answers. I don't know everything why it is.
You ain't got the answers. You ain't got the answers.
Sway. All I'm saying is, like, I've seen far too many people unite around bashing others. You know, like the whole minimum wage things. When it comes to minimum wage workers, it's like there is just, you know, dehumanizing, dismissing.
Same thing on the billionaires. Y'all dehumanizing. Name a billionaire that hasn't made your life easier.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that, man.
Windows helps me out. Apple's helped me out. Tesla's helped me out. Okay, Amazon helped me out. Oracle's helped me out.
Here's the question: what has been created?
Thank you, BT.
Right?
Right.
But here's the thing: if you took 10%, just 10% of their annual income and redistributed it, put that back into society, that is not going to negatively impact them.
But you do. It's called derivatives. Think of all the Amazon affiliates and all the people who make money off of eBay and all the people who are feeding their family driving Uber or Seamless. I mean, maybe I'm wrong.
I mean, if you look at, let's see. All right, here we go. In 2018, Amazon posted income of more than $11 billion, but the company paid zero in federal tax.
Okay.
In fact, thanks to tax credits and deductions, Amazon actually received a federal tax refund of $129 million.
Just like most Americans who work every day. They got a tax refund too.
That was a year after Amazon received a $137 million refund from the federal government in 2017. Now, we use Amazon as an example because it's an easy one to go to, but they're not the only one. So why aren't they paying their taxes?
Anybody who owns a business knows that you have to they spent something to get that back. They did a lot of good. They put a lot of money into the economy to get that money back.
So
they got an EIC. No, I'm not making excuses.
So let me ask you this. You make excuses for them, right? But how come you can't make excuses for somebody on your block that might be struggling and want to make more money?
I don't make excuses for anyone. I give reasons. There's reasons for things. Okay? If it's a valid reason, that's up to interpretation, but I'll give you a reason why things happen. People say for no reason. No, some things aren't for no reason. There is a reason behind it. It's good or bad. That's that's up to you, but there is reason.
What's the reason for, I don't know, a majority of people in America not being millionaires? What's the reason? Why aren't you a millionaire?
Okay, the same reason why I don't look like Dwayne Johnson.
Oh, so you mean to tell me if you work out every day, right, and did Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson's workout, you would look like him, right?
What did it say? If you did what I did, you get what I got.
Okay.
If you did, if you sit there, I'll name you two guys off the bat. My man Elon Musk and my man, I think it's Jeff Bezos. I'm not sure. The Amazon guy, right? And those two guys started in their office, and everybody laughed at them.
So you think if everybody followed the path of Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, that they will also become billionaires?
At least millionaires. At least millionaires. That's the beauty of America, and that's one of the only few countries you could do it at. Because other places, somebody can come get your stuff, especially the government.
So you think there's that much space at the top for everyone?
But think about it. All these guys are new money. These guys are new money. These guys are new money. They made their space at the top. These all new guys. They had some money, but come on now. Steve Jobs is an adopted kid. He ain't no bread. Bill Gates. He started off in his garage. Bezos in that little office. Let's go, New York. Was it Elon Musk? Elon Musk slept in his freaking office. He was like, I have to think.
Again,
Which one is it? Office or Prez?
It sounds easy the way you're describing it.
Puffy out there with the bullhorn. Yo, bad boy, bad boy, bad boy. What's it called? Master P out the trunk. These are all people worth hundreds of millions of dollars.
These are exceptions. And look, I'm not taking away.
Yeah, because I'm not doing none of that stuff they did. I like my apartment. I'm not living in the office.
I'm not taking away from your hustle. I'm not taking away from your hustle, right? And some of them, I think if we look deeper, did have some connections, some advantages, some hand ups, right?
Opportunity
all I'm saying is you're making it sound easy. And I think
I didn't say it was easy.
Okay, well, you just said that if we were like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, we could all be right.
If it was easy, I'd look like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson instead of Tubby Boy McGee. That's what I look like.
I'm saying to be Dwayne "The Rock," it might be easier for you to become Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson versus becoming on the same level financially as Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. That's all I'm saying. I don't think there's any room up there for you. That's all I'm saying. They don't want that. And that's the other thing is, I don't think a lot of people want to exploit masses of people. I don't think people want to step on other people. I think people want simple lives. They want to have families. They want to have loved ones. They want to be educated. They want to go work and come back home, take their vacations. A lot of people.
And so somebody else is going to stay in the office, totally focused, and then give them an opportunity to do all those things. So you can sit down and watch TV on the TV that they got for cheap from Amazon.
And then the bigger question is, how much does a person really need to live? Should there be millionaires? Should there be billionaires? Should there? I'm just saying. It's not
about should or could. It's about the money. So you're telling somebody, if I come up with something really ill, right? And just let final words on us. If I come up with something really ill, right, and it's awesome, and people are willing to pay me $200 a pop. Nah, I'm gonna sell it for 50 cents because money's evil.
No. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. No, okay. I didn't say that. You go ahead and put your price, whatever it is, and people pay for it. Okay, you feel it's fair? Cool. People are paying for it. I'm saying the profit that you make, though. All I'm saying is, okay, let's say you cap it at $1 billion. Do you really need $2 billion to live? Do you really need $10 billion to live?
I can't wait. All right, y'all. All right, America. I hear this. That's Aziz the Sloth. Y'all see him right here. You see this guy right here? You heard him say it first. He put his sloth word in a sloth's word. All right, the only guys they word and their slothiness. Okay, that's all they have. So this guy just said it here. So when we make it up to 2 billion subscribers, he can't drive. He better not see him in nothing. He better be in that same raggedy hoodie you see him in now. It can't even be a new raggedy hoodie. It better be the same raggedy hoodie. Okay. There you go. Remember him, all right? Better not see him in no Bentley.
I'll tell you what. I'll put it on here right now. I'll put it right here on the record. I'm gonna put it on record. Is that I'll cap my annual income $100,000.
Wow.
I'll cap it right there.
Sloths don't need much.
Unless I need security.
He said there's no cap.
I'm just saying, our sloth is slow, man.
You know what I'm saying? See, everybody got yeah. There you go, see him in the Bentley with the. I need security, bro. I'm slow. I'm slow. I need the Bentley. I need the Pope Mobile. Like, why do you need a Pope Mobile? Cause son, it's just like it's some real slothy thing to do. You know what I'm saying? You don't know nothing about that. I give you that. I don't know nothing about no sloth stuff. Right? So yeah, man. Is Joe Biden the worst thing that happened to us? I don't know. If you ask Alfredo Ortiz, the president of the Job Creators Network, he will say yes.
Ain't nobody hearing that guy. Ain't nobody thinking about that guy. You're the only one, man.
Watch Alfredo go pull up on you. Be like, yo, who are you? I'm Alfredo. How you doing, Alfredo? I'm Aziz. You don't know who I am? Nah, I'm the president of the Job Creators Network. I never heard of the Job Creators Network, bruh. You know who I am. I said Joe Biden's America's job creators gonna kill everybody. All right, bruh. That's you, man. Go ahead, man. You had you was the only reference in that whole thing, and it was just that you said something. Come on, we gotta step it up, y'all. We gotta step it up. It's almost like you're trolling. I wouldn't be surprised, right? Here we go. Here's this conspiracy theory for you. I wouldn't be surprised if it's actually some left-leaning guys that came up with a fake right-leaning, because this is so nothing on it. I tried, y'all. I looked at it. He's right. They don't like reference anything except for this guy Alfredo Ortiz, who's the president of the Job Creators Network.
So now you're saying that some left-leaning individual is posing as a right-leaning, is making right-wing propaganda? Is this? I mean,
Look,
is this sort of like how them Trump dudes went to DC and was like, nah, I was Antifa and Black Lives Matter. Wait a minute.
Look, they just picking out random people. They ain't pick out everybody. I wouldn't put that past them. I wouldn't put that past them. But with that, y'all
are fragile. Y'all are fragile. Fragile.
We out.